was waiting on my ex-husband to be a bad person. I was truly waiting on him to do something so fucked up to me, so bad, that it would justify me ending the marriage. A lot of people that's never been in my situation won't be able to relate, and it's okay because this message ain't for you. But again, I was waiting on my husband to be a bad person. I stayed with the same person for 21 years, created a family. I was in the relationship 21 years, married 17. And I was married to a good man. I was married to a good guy. But we weren't good together. And being in a relationship where you're just not fulfilled, where you're not happy, but you're with a person that you know is good, and you're hearing the rest of the world talk about how hard it is, how there aren't any good men in the world, it will make you stay longer than you need to. Your soul is yearning for more, right? But you're stuck. And that was me for a very long time. And I had to realize that he doesn't have to be a villain in the story for me to find my happiness. He doesn't have to be a horrible person for me to realize that he is not my person. I did us both a favor. I really did. And this is coming from my heart. And it's hard because who leaves a good man? Who? But once I turned 40, guys, my happiness became non-negotiable. And I had to do what was best for me. I could not see myself dying just to stay committed to society because I was no longer committed to myself and my happiness, and I wasn't committed to the marriage anymore.
Boy, I hope the next nigga dog her.
It's
I hope he mollywop her ass. Take her through the trenches.
Is 40 just the age? Like, I think
what's
the twin that thought the grass was greener when she divorced? Tia Tamara? Yeah, like, are women thinking there's a whole bunch of good men that are interested in them when they have?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I know what it is. I think they confuse them niggas in the inbox. They confuse them niggas as being husbands. Them niggas just trying to fuck. Once you realize all 118 of them just trying to fuck, they say whatever. Hey, beautiful, good morning, queen. That shit don't matter. It don't matter. They just want some box. That's it. Women start looking at their husband like, you know what type of action I got? Niggas is looking like, what?
That's a fact.
So what is a good man? She talking about a good man. What defines a good man first?
I actually was in that situation just a little bit outside
with
of
a good man.
I feel like with a really good man, but we weren't happy. I wasn't happy.
Hold on. Why weren't you happy?
Wait. Let her tell her story.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I understood that she said, "Who leaves a good man?" And that's all you could think about is, oh my God, he does this, that, whatever. But first, let me say this before I even start like that. I wanted to say, I feel like a lot of us women. Notice I did say us, me as well, but I'm aware of it now, that a lot of us live in a fairy tale ideology, that we want all of the bubbly feelings. We want the, like you just said, the good morning queen text, and we want all of those things. We want to feel a certain kind of way. We want you to, do all those different things. When you come in the house, you walk by me, you didn't grab my ass. All those different things. And we start to, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, I'm on my phone. I can't see y'all. Okay. But yeah, when we start to, those are the things that we really, once those things start, I feel like once you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, those little things, not saying that they're not important, that is not the end all be all. That is not the point of why we're in this relationship. I feel like a lot of women, we marry, I'm not saying love doesn't matter, but we marry for love. We're in a relationship for love. We want all of those, like I said, all of those feelings, all the little butterflies. Oh, he makes me feel like this. He's texting me all day. All those different things. But once those things are gone, then what? When things start to really get real, when you're deep inside of that relationship or deep inside of that marriage, then what? So I feel like, me personally, I feel like I was a victim. I mean, I was not a victim. I was a person of that. I was in a relationship with a good man, an older man, excellent provider, amazing provider. But he didn't do those little things. He wasn't He didn't initiate sex a lot. He didn't, all those little things. He didn't make me feel motivated. He didn't speak life into me. All those little things that that women put to the pedestal. But he was a good man, and I guess that would lead the question: what is a good man? I guess, long story short, a good man to me is he was outside of the provider. He was an honest man. He showed up. I do have a child. He showed up for my child. Yes.
So what is
He showed up for my child. He did everything that 6'8" is saying he did for my child.
This is a loaded question.
Yes.
I think women like to pick and choose when to be happy. So the moment things go bad, then you no longer happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ain't nobody said that marriage is a walk in the park, but I think that women bring into, oh, I'm no longer happy. First of all, that's very selfish. If you are especially if you have kids, your happiness goes out the window. I'm sorry, it does, because there's other people in it. The moment things go bad, that is when it comes. I'm no longer happy because things are not going your way. So that vow that you take is serious, for better or for worse. And I believe that most women leave when the minute that things don't go their way. And now they turn it into, I'm unhappy, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's not the case. The men stay. The men know that they have a commitment, whatever it is. The men know. Most women leave their marriages. And no, it's not going to be the Disney Channel fairy tale that they sell you. I don't believe that anyone, our grandmothers, our aunts, or anybody who's been married for 40, 50 plus years, everything has been what? Peaches and rainbows? No, they stayed for a reason. And yes, sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture, and sometimes it's not about your happiness. Sometimes it's about,
and I feel like men
the bigger picture that's outside of you.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like men actually do fight for the relationship. I feel like men do. They give till they can't give anymore. They give everything they have.
They do. And then what's out here for you? What's out here for you? Please tell me. You leave a good man. He's a good man. He's a provider. He respects you. He does everything. What else? What's out here waiting for you? Another.
But I also feel like it's a thing where I'm sorry, my story was drawn out, but the point I wanted to get to out of everything was I had a good man, but it was very toxic and it was very unhealthy. So you can have because somebody is a good person, that doesn't mean it's your person. There are more good people out here. I want my person. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean that we were supposed to be together. Say if I was moving off of lust, which I do feel like that was a big thing on my end. But say if I was moving off of lust, and say if I'm not one with myself and one with God, and I'm not in alignment, I'm not even choosing correctly. My discernment is not even where it should be.
I have a question. I'm a little confused. How was he a good man, but it was toxic?
Yes.
Yeah.
What made it toxic? Yeah. What made it toxic if he was a good man?
I feel like you can be a good person, but still have a lot of growing to do and still have areas about yourself that needs work and that can be toxic. That doesn't mean I'm not. What
was it that's toxic? Because everybody has to grow. Like you're always growing. So what to you was toxic?
So I don't feel like it was just him that had that. I feel like us together. Like, for example, me, I will take accountability. I think I spoke on this maybe like one of my very first panels or whatever, that I feel like I played a big part in our downfall. I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't ready once I got into it. I wasn't. So I feel like I played a big part in a lot of the toxicness. My response to a lot of things, I didn't shut up more and listen and follow a suit. He didn't have a program for me to join. I will say that he didn't have a program in place. He didn't have his own, he came from a lot of money. So things were already put in place for him. So he didn't really have his own ideas and own, he really just, was falling into the family business, and which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that. That's how it should be. But So it wasn't really a program for me to really join. So I was trying to get in where I fit in, and I was kind of trying to motivate and do all the different things. But I don't feel like there was a clear vision. He wasn't a great leader. He was a provider, but he wasn't a great leader far as vision. This is where we're going, and boom, that's what it is. So I don't know. I just feel like we both had things that just was off, and our communication was off. We argued a lot, those type of things. But I know if I grew a lot, I think it would have been different. So. But who's to say? I still don't feel like that was my soulmate. So, but he's a good man.
And I also say,
but that's
and he'll be a good man for the next woman that he's with.
Go ahead, Aaliyah. Aaliyah, me get on there. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
But this is one thing, like going back to the video, like this is my problem with like older women and stuff like that. Like they get online and they make videos like this about how they left a good man and this, that, and the third, looking for a soulmate and everything like that. And then it's younger girls like me who would like see videos like this and we would think, okay, we have all these options and we don't have to stick to one man, even if he's a good man, if he's not my soulmate, if I don't feel like in my heart of hearts, really deep down in my soul that he's really for me, like I should just leave. Like it's not good advice. It's never good advice that comes from like older women. They're always giving the advice that led them to the spot that they're in and then try to make it seem like the spot that they're in is a good spot when it's not. And I'm why are you making a video like that? You're 40. She's pushing 40. She says she's 40. You're 40 with what options? You got kids. You was married. Like you have a whole history and you think you got all these options. That's what I'm saying. It's like women are delusional. Like, and I'm a woman. So it's just like, so we're really delusional. Like we have to like really sit down and really like call it what it is. We're delusional because she's 40. Like she's 40 and this is how she's talking. She's talking like she's 23 and she popping, no kids, never been married. And she giving this like, and she's popping it on social media. You're giving bad advice to younger women like me. And going back to what everybody else said, it's not going to be a fairy tale like story. It's not going to be a fairy tale story. We're not going to always be soulmates. Like isn't a relationship you're supposed to work at it? Aren't we supposed to build together? Why would somebody automatically be my soulmate? Or am I supposed to fall in love at first sight? Like, what are we talking about here? And it's just, I just feel like it's diluted. It's delusions. And
I'm just
it's
say
bad
one thing.
advice.
I was gonna say too that I feel that a lot of women are attracted to. I mean, the law of attraction says you're attracted to who you are, not what you want or something like that. And then the other thing I was gonna say is that I feel that certain women are bitter towards the good men that they're with because they wish that that guy that he's with, the guy that she's with now, she wishes the guy that's acting an asshole would do the exact same thing he's doing. So it's like, let's just say Mercedes. I'm not saying it's the situation you were in, but let's say the guy you were with is doing all the right things and doing all the things that were necessary, but you had a dude that you dated before, somebody lingering around that you really want, but he's not doing the things the good guy is doing. It'll be a tendency sometimes for a woman to hold a resentment towards the good guy because I wish the guy that I really want was doing what you were doing.
I mean,
I definitely get that.
I definitely agree. I just want to say, y'all do know marriage is a contract first, right? It is a contract. So love.
Carmen. You were assuming that they were married. She wasn't married. She never said
she wasn't married, but everybody in the panel is like, oh, this is my soulmate or whoever.
That's what she said too. She said he wasn't. He said that he wasn't her soulmate, and she still loved her.
Well, that's my point. Marriage is not about being a soulmate. Marriage is a contract first. The love comes second. So if you're divorced, a good man, he's a good provider, he's a good man, he's that, but you're leaving or you're leaving the relationship because he's not your soulmate, your priorities are not.
Hey, Mercedes.
Let me say this. Let me say this one thing. The baseline of being with somebody should not be just based off of they're a good person. There are a lot of good people in this world. It cannot just be you're a good person. Boom, I'm the first good man. No, there are a lot. If you're not my person, God has already designed who my person is. I honestly believe that. So if you're not
But
my
how you
person, I'm
supposed to
not going to
know?
make something. Now, granted, I wish, yeah, it took me a while to get over him, but
what is a soulmate? Like
That's
soulmate?
like, what do you mean
I
by
don't
my
believe in
person?
see, I'm
soulmates.
not
Like,
even.
what do
I
you
don't
mean
think
by
about
that?
soulmate. I don't look at soulmate in a traditional way, so I don't even. That don't even apply to me. As far
What
as
you
the soulmate,
mean
I
by
just
my
use it.
person?
But
What do you mean by my person? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, what makes
my
somebody
person,
your person? Like,
the
what
person
what
that
would
God created for me,
how would
I
you
do
know
believe
what
that
that
God
person is? How
already
you
created the
classify
man
that?
I'm supposed to. What you
How
say?
you classify that? Like, how would you know? Like, you will have to look at them and be like, that's the person God made for me, or like
No,
what's the
no.
criteria?
This is the thing. Like, for example, the relationship I was just in, I wanted that
Mm.
to be my person. That's the only reason I stayed so long, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I wanted that to be my person. So if I wish it, like, it is what it is, but it didn't work. So clearly that's not my person. And like you said, it's not a thing where I'm walking around, is that my person? Is that my person? No, I'm just I'm letting it happen now. I'm being more intentional about when it comes to dating and all those things and how I want to show up, et cetera, et cetera. But no, it's not something I'm just picking out. You just, I don't know. I don't feel
But
like it's
how
something that
would
I'm
you
going to
know?
know
Like, when would you
until I'm
know?
in
Like,
it.
when you in a relationship and you with a good guy and like he was like the guy before, but like I guess he like, what does he have to do to be your person? Like, what?
No, that's the thing. I'm not looking at it from that way. Like, my person, there's a layout of a list of things that my person would do. I'm deciphering that once I'm in it. Like, I'm in it and it's not working. So
Oh,
when
so
it does
wait.
not
So you're
work, that is not
deciphering
your
when you're in
person.
the relationship. You actually just don't know what you want in a man. So you have to be in a
So
relationship to know what you don't know.
no, no,
Oh,
not.
okay.
I'm not saying I have to be in a relationship to know what I want in a man. No, I was just answering that
Oh,
one
okay.
thing
Okay.
about my person. Like, I don't have a list of, okay, this and this and this would be my person, especially as I'm still continuing to heal and grow and all those different things. I know
Okay,
who I used to want a year
me.
ago, I will not want next year or whatever the case may be.
Okay,
So
maybe what made the other guy not your person?
the
Maybe
one
that's
I
a
was
better
just
question.
with,
Yeah, like what made him not your
The
person?
only reason I'm saying he's not my person is because we
Mm.
did not work. That's the only reason I'm saying it. Now, granted, say if we got something, God made some things happen in life and we ended up back together. Cool. Ooh, I was wrong. We were meant to be together. But because it did not work, you're not my person.
Hey, no,
Simply
but
because of that. It's
yeah,
not something he did or did not do. It was just it didn't
Hey,
work. Like,
but I also feel that blessings can be screwed up and can be messed up too. Just because it didn't work doesn't mean that it's something that you can't go back and actually fix. You know what I'm saying? I feel God will
most
give you an
definitely.
opportunity to correct your wrongs, but you probably felt that situation wasn't meant for you, but it probably was meant for you. Like I said,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I completely agree. I wanted to spin a block plenty of
Were y'all
times.
equally yoked? It's like, were you and
Wait,
homegirl
wait,
equally
wait.
yoked?
Hold on. We're not
So
gonna
you
wait.
wanted to
Wait.
spin the
Why did you
block,
want to spin the
but
block? Hold
y'all broke
on. We're
up.
not gonna let this shit
Because
up.
yes, I wanted to spin a block for a long time.
But you
This
broke
year
up
I
with
wanted
him.
to.
And
I said
Mercedes,
I
so
knew
my
X
example
amount
is
was.
actually right then, right?
You
This
said
dude,
what?
so my
But I
example,
think it's because I'm magnifying all the great things. My mind, sometimes when you're in that phase of the break, like I spoke on this on one hand, and I was like, we just broke up this year. We ended in like maybe between March and April.
Did you want to spin the block because you got out and you see how shitty these men are and you're realizing, okay, this man, he's a provider. He's probably a good man,
Yeah,
not cheating, loyal, honest, but he's just not giving these little shit that you don't think that matters. Like a lot of women don't know what they need
that's what
and want in a man. It's a difference what you want and what you need. Like, is
definitely, and that's what
provider
I.
more important than him complimenting you? Is him
Mhm.
being loyal more important than him actually showing, like being there? Like, there's a lot of different stuff some women don't
Definitely.
know. So I think
No,
sometimes people don't
definitely.
know
And
what they know.
I 100% agree with you, which is why I take a lot of self accountability. I was a delusional woman. That's why everything she said when she was like, women are delusional. Yes, I was super delusional. I was a hot mess. Like, I'm not a woman that just thinks, oh my God, no, he was wrong. No, I was a hot mess. I was not ready for, um, what he brought at that time. No. So yes, I wanted to spin the block because yes, I wanted my man back. I wanted all those things back. I
What
wanted
about
to
your baby father? What about your baby father?
And I felt like,
What about your baby father? Is he around?
He was in and out. He was in and out. Not with me. I'm talking about like as a father. Yeah, he was in and out. Now I just completely X'd him out. But
you X'd him out of your child's life?
Currently, right now, yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Mercedes, so the example that I gave wasn't actually true. So if the nice guy that you were dating, the guy that you were with, if the guy you spent the block with was doing what the guy you were with were doing,
no, the guy, that's the same guy. It's only one guy. I've only been in
the one guy she's trying to spin the block to.
I've only been in 2 relationships as an adult, which is my child father and the man I was just with.
Oh, my apologies, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay.